Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Touchdown, defense. Check 99.
2nd and 10. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 5 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 16 carries, 64 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run it with McCammon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, McKinnon. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Ready? 90, roll. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Big river.
On 1st down, McKinnon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5. He finds McKinnon complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Ready. 18 Gator. Here we go.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer 3rd of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a give to the big fullback, Juszczyk. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner. and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Rosen, and he hits Drake. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. Running, it's Drake. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On first down, Drake. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go. Do it.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. First and 10 as they start this drive.
Escape situation. Let's go.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10. It's Rosen again. And Stills bringing it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Drake. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Rosen. It's complete. Stills. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second. Now Drake loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready?
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Zona. 60 outlaw. I'm coming after you. Ready, go.
2nd and 6. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Ready? 70, Indy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
A 23-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The end result, 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's complete to Drake.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And Wilson has it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sheldon Day gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Rosen to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Got it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the 49ers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.